biotechnology could evolve in ways that surprise us all. Here are 10 bold predictions about its future. Number 1. Radical life extension. Radical life extension represents the ultimate triumph over biological aging, as breakthrough technologies converge to effectively halt and reverse the aging process. This transformation will arise from a sophisticated combination of genetic engineering, cellular reprogramming, and advanced nanotechnology, allowing humans to maintain optimal physical and mental function indefinitely. The human lifespan will become limited only by accident or choice, rather than biological deterioration. The foundation of this revolution lies in our ability to control the fundamental mechanisms of aging at the molecular level. Scientists will develop techniques to repair telomeres, eliminate senescent cells, and maintain perfect cellular function throughout life. Nanoscale robots will continuously patrol the body, repairing DNA damage, removing harmful proteins, and maintaining tissue integrity. These technologies will work in concert with enhanced regenerative capabilities that allow the body to perfectly heal and rebuild itself. This dramatic extension of human life will reshape every aspect of society. Educational systems will evolve to support multiple careers spanning centuries, while financial institutions will adapt to manage wealth across unprecedented time spans. Family structures will transform as multiple generations coexist for hundreds of years, creating new forms of relationships and social bonds. The concept of retirement will be completely reimagined, with individuals experiencing multiple cycles of work, learning, and personal reinvention. The psychological impact will be profound as humans adapt to the prospect of near immortality. Traditional concepts of life planning, risk assessment, and personal goals will be fundamentally altered. Relationships will take on new dimensions, as partnerships potentially span centuries, while individuals will have the opportunity to pursue multiple life paths and careers that were previously impossible within a traditional lifespan. However, this technology will present unprecedented challenges. Access to life extension treatments will initially be limited by cost and availability, potentially creating severe societal divisions between those who can afford virtual immortality and those who cannot. Resource allocation will become increasingly complex as population growth continues without the natural limitation of mortality. Environmental sustainability will become even more critical as individuals live long enough to personally experience the long-term consequences of their actions. The development of radical life extension will also raise profound questions about human identity, the meaning of life in the context of near immortality, and the role of death in giving life purpose. Society will need to carefully balance the benefits of extended lifespans with equitable distribution and sustainable resource management, while addressing the philosophical and ethical implications of fundamentally altering the human life cycle. Make sure to stick around to the end because this video explores ultimate disease resistance, synthetic organs, quantum biocomputing, lab-grown foods, human-animal hybrids, and more. Number 2. The emergence of superhumans. The emergence of superhumans will mark a revolutionary turning point in human evolution, as biotechnology enables us to enhance our physical and cognitive capabilities far beyond natural limits. Through a combination of genetic engineering, neural implants, and advanced biological modifications, humans will gain unprecedented abilities that blur the line between natural and enhanced existence. These transformative technologies will create individuals with extraordinary physical strength, enhanced sensory perception, and vastly superior cognitive abilities. Genetic engineering will play a fundamental role in this transformation, allowing for the optimization of human DNA to enhance everything from muscle efficiency to neural processing speed. Scientists will identify and activate dormant genetic potential, while also introducing entirely new genetic sequences that grant abilities previously impossible for humans. These modifications will enable enhanced oxygen utilization, improved tissue regeneration, and heightened immune system responses, creating individuals who are stronger, faster, and more resilient than their unmodified counterparts. Neural enhancements will revolutionize cognitive capabilities, with brain-computer interfaces allowing direct access to vast information networks and enhanced processing power. These neural implants will enable real-time language translation, instant mathematical calculations, and perfect memory recall. Modified humans will be able to learn new skills at unprecedented rates, process multiple complex tasks simultaneously, and maintain peak mental performance for extended periods without fatigue or degradation. Sensory enhancements will expand human perception far beyond current limitations. Modified individuals will be able to see across the entire electromagnetic spectrum, hear frequencies well beyond the normal human range, and develop entirely new sensory capabilities. Some may gain the ability to directly perceive electromagnetic fields, detect chemical compositions, or sense structural integrity in materials. These enhanced senses will create entirely new ways of experiencing and interacting with the world. However, the emergence of superhumans will present profound social and ethical challenges. Society will need to grapple with questions of fairness and equality as enhanced individuals gain significant advantages in education, employment, and personal achievement. The potential for creating distinct classes of humans based on enhancement levels could lead to social tension and discrimination. There will also be concerns about the psychological impact of such dramatic capabilities and the potential loss of human identity or connection to natural human experience. The development of these enhancements will also raise important questions about regulation and access. Governments and international bodies will need to establish frameworks for controlling these powerful technologies, while ensuring they aren't restricted only to the wealthy or powerful. The medical community will need to address the safety implications of radical human enhancement and develop protocols for managing the integration of these technologies into human biology. Number 3. Ultimate disease resistance. Ultimate disease resistance will represent a monumental leap forward in human health, as advanced biotechnology eliminates our vulnerability to virtually all forms of illness. This breakthrough will combine genetic engineering, synthetic biology, and artificial intelligence to create unprecedented immune system capabilities, effectively rendering humans impervious to diseases that have plagued our species throughout history. The development will mark the end of countless medical conditions, from common infections to complex genetic disorders. At the core of this advancement will be a revolutionized immune system, enhanced through precise genetic modifications and supported by synthetic biological components. This enhanced immune system will feature rapid pathogen recognition capabilities, enabling it to instantly identify and neutralize any disease-causing organisms, including newly emerged variants. Artificial immune cells, programmed with advanced AI algorithms, will continuously patrol the body, identifying and eliminating potential threats before they can cause harm. The technology will incorporate a network of nanoscale sensors throughout the body, creating an early warning system that detects the slightest deviation from optimal health. These sensors will work in conjunction with AI-driven health monitoring systems to maintain perfect homeostasis, preventing the development of chronic conditions and automatically correcting any cellular abnormalities that could lead to cancer or other diseases. The system will also adapt and evolve in response to new threats, becoming more sophisticated over time. Genetic disorders will become a thing of the past through real-time DNA monitoring and repair systems. Advanced genetic editing tools will automatically correct mutations as they occur, while sophisticated cellular repair mechanisms will prevent the accumulation of damaged proteins and cellular debris that contribute to aging-related diseases. This system will ensure that genetic information remains pristine throughout an individual's lifetime, effectively eliminating hereditary conditions. The implications for society will be profound. Healthcare systems will shift their focus from treatment to optimization and enhancement. Medical professionals will become specialists in maintaining and fine-tuning these advanced biological systems rather than treating illnesses. The elimination of disease will lead to dramatic increases in human productivity and quality of life, while simultaneously reducing healthcare costs and the emotional burden of illness on families and communities. However, This technology will also raise important considerations about human resilience and adaptation. Some scientists will argue that complete disease resistance might weaken our species' long-term adaptability by eliminating the evolutionary pressure that has historically driven human development. There will also be concerns about the potential emergence of superpathogens that could overcome these enhanced defenses, requiring constant updates and modifications to the system. Society will need to carefully balance the benefits of ultimate disease resistance with maintaining our natural biological adaptability. Number 4. Synthetic organs and full regenerative medicine. The future of synthetic organs and regenerative medicine promises to revolutionize healthcare by eliminating the constraints of organ shortages and physical disabilities. Advanced biotechnology will enable the creation of perfect organ replacements through a combination of 3D bioprinting and laboratory cultivation, using patients' own cells to generate entirely new, fully compatible organs. These personalized organs will function better than their natural counterparts, incorporating enhanced durability and integrated monitoring systems. The development of synthetic organs will extend far beyond simple replacements, as scientists engineer enhanced versions with improved capabilities. Hearts will be designed with greater efficiency and resilience, lungs will provide superior oxygen absorption, and synthetic livers will process toxins more effectively than their natural counterparts. These organs will also include built-in diagnostic systems that continuously monitor their function and predict potential issues before they become problems. Regenerative medicine will achieve what was once considered impossible: the complete regrowth of lost limbs and damaged tissues. Using a combination of stem cell technology and targeted genetic activation, doctors will stimulate the body's natural regenerative processes to rebuild everything from severed limbs to damaged spinal cords. This technology will draw inspiration from species like salamanders, which can naturally regenerate lost body parts, adapting these capabilities for human use. The most groundbreaking aspect of this technology will be the ability to grow entire body sections from a single-cell blueprint. Scientists will develop methods to create complete body parts in specialized bioreactors, perfectly matching the patient's genetic code and immune system. This capability will revolutionize the treatment of severe injuries and congenital conditions, offering complete bodily restoration without the need for prosthetics or transplants. These advancements will fundamentally change how we think about human health and mortality. The ability to replace or regenerate any part of the body will transform our approach to aging and injury recovery. Hospitals will maintain libraries of patient-specific cell lines, ready to grow any needed replacement tissue or organ on demand. The traditional concept of organ donation will become obsolete as personalized synthetic alternatives become the standard of care. However, this technology will raise complex questions about human identity and the nature of consciousness. As more body parts become replaceable, society will need to grapple with philosophical questions about what makes us human and how much of our original body can be replaced while maintaining our sense of self. The technology will also present challenges regarding access and equity, as early versions of these treatments may be expensive and limited in availability. Number 5. Synthetic life forms. Synthetic life forms will represent one of the most revolutionary developments in biotechnology, as scientists create entirely new organisms designed from the ground up to serve specific purposes. These artificial life forms will be engineered at the molecular level, with custom-designed DNA sequences that produce organisms with precisely controlled characteristics and capabilities. Unlike traditional genetic modification, which alters existing organisms, these synthetic creatures will be built from scratch using artificial chromosomes and engineered cellular components. These new life forms will serve a wide range of functions, from environmental cleanup to medical applications. Some will be designed to consume pollutants and convert them into harmless substances, effectively cleaning up contaminated environments. Others will be engineered to produce valuable compounds, such as medicines, fuels, or industrial materials, with unprecedented efficiency. These organisms will operate like living factories, powered by renewable resources and producing zero waste. Medical synthetic life forms will revolutionize healthcare through their ability to target specific diseases or health conditions. Engineered microorganisms will patrol the human body, detecting and destroying cancer cells, repairing damaged tissues, or delivering precise doses of medications exactly where needed. These biological agents will be programmed with sophisticated control mechanisms, ensuring they perform their intended functions without causing unintended effects. The development of synthetic life will also lead to the creation of hybrid organisms that combine biological and artificial components. These cyborg-like entities will integrate organic systems with synthetic materials and electronic elements, creating organisms with enhanced capabilities. Some might be designed to serve as biological computers, processing information through neural networks made of both living and artificial components. Environmental applications will include synthetic organisms designed to thrive in extreme conditions, such as high radiation environments or on other planets. These life forms could pave the way for terraforming operations, creating habitable conditions on hostile worlds by generating oxygen, building soil, or establishing basic ecosystems. On Earth, similar organisms could help restore damaged ecosystems or adapt to changing climate conditions. However, the creation of synthetic life forms will require unprecedented levels of control and safety measures. Scientists will likely develop multiple layers of biological containment, including genetic kill switches and dependencies on artificial nutrients that prevent uncontrolled reproduction. These organisms will be designed with built-in limitations that make them unable to survive outside controlled environments or interact with natural ecosystems. The emergence of synthetic life will also raise profound questions about the nature of life itself and humanity's role in creation. As these engineered organisms become more sophisticated, society will need to establish frameworks for determining their legal status and ethical treatment. This technology will require careful regulation to ensure responsible development while maximizing its potential benefits for humanity and the environment. Number 6. Human-animal hybrids and xenotransplantation. These concepts would mark a new frontier in biotechnology, revolutionizing both medical treatment and our understanding of biological possibilities. Scientists might perfect the growth of human-compatible organs in genetically modified animals, primarily pigs, whose organs closely match human size and function. These animals would be engineered with human genes and immune system modifications, creating organs that the human body accepts without rejection. The success of organ transplantation would lead to more ambitious developments in hybrid biology. Researchers would create specialized chimeric organisms that combine beneficial traits from different species. These hybrids would be designed for specific purposes, such as enhanced disease resistance, improved healing capabilities, or advanced sensory abilities. For instance, scientists might develop human cells with the regenerative properties of salamanders or the disease resistance of certain mammals. Medical research would benefit tremendously from hybrid organisms that more accurately model human diseases and responses to treatments. These research models would combine human and animal tissues in ways that better replicate human biological systems, leading to more effective drug development and understanding of disease mechanisms. This advancement would reduce the need for traditional animal testing while providing more reliable results. The technology would extend beyond simple organ growth to create specialized hybrid tissues with enhanced capabilities. Scientists would develop hybrid nervous system components that can repair spinal cord injuries, hybrid skin that provides superior protection against environmental hazards, and hybrid muscle tissue with greater strength and endurance. These developments would open new possibilities for treating injuries and enhancing human capabilities. The field would also explore the creation of partial hybrid beings for specific research or industrial applications. These organisms would combine carefully selected traits from different species to serve particular functions, such as producing complex pharmaceutical compounds or performing specialized biological processes. However, strict ethical guidelines and regulatory frameworks would govern these developments to prevent misuse and ensure responsible research. These advancements would raise profound questions about the nature of species boundaries and human identity. Society would need to grapple with ethical considerations regarding the rights and moral status of hybrid organisms, especially those incorporating significant amounts of human genetic material. New legal frameworks would emerge to address these issues, defining acceptable limits and establishing protections for both human and hybrid entities. The development of hybrid technologies would also transform our approach to treating genetic diseases. By incorporating beneficial traits from other species, medical researchers would find new ways to overcome human genetic limitations and vulnerabilities. This could lead to breakthrough treatments for previously incurable conditions and new approaches to enhancing human health and longevity. Number 7. Quantum biocomputing. Quantum biocomputing will emerge as a groundbreaking fusion of quantum physics and biological systems, creating computational capabilities that far exceed traditional electronic computers. This revolutionary technology will harness the quantum properties of biological molecules and structures to perform complex calculations with unprecedented speed and efficiency. Unlike conventional quantum computers that require extreme cold temperatures, these bioquantum systems will operate at room temperature by leveraging the natural quantum effects present in biological processes. The foundation of this technology will be engineered biological cells containing specialized molecular structures that maintain quantum coherence. Scientists will discover that certain cellular components, particularly within the neural networks and photosynthetic systems, naturally exhibit quantum behaviors that can be harnessed for computation. These biological quantum bits, or bioqubits, will be able to exist in multiple states simultaneously, enabling massive parallel processing capabilities. Advanced bioquantum computers will utilize synthetic proteins and DNA structures specifically designed to maintain quantum states. These engineered biomolecules will form the basis of quantum circuits that can process information using principles like superposition and entanglement. The systems will be self-repairing and self-replicating, using the natural mechanisms of cellular maintenance to ensure computational stability and longevity. One of the most remarkable aspects of quantum biocomputing will be its energy efficiency. These systems will operate using minimal energy, powered by cellular metabolism, and requiring only basic nutrients to maintain their function. This efficiency will make them ideal for applications ranging from complex molecular simulations to global climate modeling, performing calculations that would be impossible with traditional computing technologies. The integration of quantum biocomputing with artificial intelligence will create systems capable of solving previously intractable problems in fields like drug discovery, materials science, and climate prediction. These computers will simulate complex molecular interactions in real time, accelerating the development of new medicines and materials while providing insights into fundamental biological processes. The technology will also revolutionize data storage and processing by combining quantum effects with DNA storage capabilities. This integration will create computing systems that can store and process vast amounts of information within microscopic volumes, while maintaining quantum coherence through biological mechanisms that scientists are only beginning to understand. However, developing these systems will require overcoming significant challenges in maintaining quantum coherence in biological environments and controlling quantum effects at the molecular level. Scientists will need to develop new techniques for manipulating quantum states within living systems while preventing decoherence caused by cellular activity. The success of quantum biocomputing will depend on breakthroughs in both quantum physics and molecular biology, creating a new field at the intersection of these disciplines. Number 8. Mass-market lab-grown foods. Lab-grown foods will transform the global food industry, offering sustainable and ethical alternatives to traditional agriculture and livestock farming. Advanced bioreactors will efficiently produce meat, dairy, and other food products from cultured cells, eliminating the need for animal farming while significantly reducing environmental impact. These facilities will operate like biological breweries, creating perfect copies of traditional foods without the ecological footprint of conventional farming. The technology will advance beyond simple meat cultivation to produce complex food items with enhanced nutritional profiles. Scientists will engineer cells to create foods with optimal combinations of nutrients, vitamins, and beneficial compounds. These enhanced foods will be customized for different dietary needs and preferences, offering improvements over their traditional counterparts while maintaining familiar tastes and textures. Production efficiency will increase dramatically as the technology matures. Massive bioreactors will produce thousands of tons of cultured food products using minimal resources compared to traditional agriculture. The process will require only a fraction of the water, land, and energy currently needed for food production. These facilities will operate year-round, independent of weather conditions or seasonal changes, ensuring stable food supplies and pricing. Beyond meat and dairy, the technology will expand to produce lab-grown fruits, vegetables, and grains. These cultured plants will be grown in controlled environments that optimize growth conditions and nutrient content. Scientists will develop methods to culture plant cells that produce perfect fruits and vegetables without the need for soil, pesticides, or traditional farming methods. This advancement will enable fresh produce production in urban environments and regions previously unsuitable for agriculture. The environmental impact of food production will decrease substantially as lab-grown alternatives replace traditional farming. The reduction in livestock farming will dramatically lower greenhouse gas emissions, while the efficient use of resources will help preserve natural habitats and biodiversity. The technology will also eliminate the ethical concerns associated with animal farming, as no animals will be harmed in the production process. Food security will improve globally as lab-grown food production becomes localized. Cities will house their own production facilities, reducing transportation needs and ensuring fresh food availability in urban areas. These local facilities will be able to quickly adjust production to meet changing demands and preferences while maintaining consistent quality and safety standards. However, the transition to lab-grown foods will require careful management to minimize economic disruption in traditional farming communities. New job opportunities will emerge in biotechnology and food production, but society will need to support the transition of agricultural workers to these new roles. The technology will also need to overcome consumer skepticism through transparency in production methods and demonstrated safety over time. Number 9. Smart living materials. Smart living materials will revolutionize how we construct buildings, manufacture products, and design clothing by incorporating engineered biological components that can respond dynamically to their environment. These materials will combine synthetic biology with advanced material science to create structures that are alive in a functional sense, capable of self-repair, adaptation, and environmental response. The foundation of these materials will be engineered cells and biological systems programmed to perform specific functions while maintaining structural integrity. Buildings constructed with smart living materials will possess the ability to heal themselves, much like human skin repairs wounds. When damage occurs, whether from weather, wear, or accidents, the living components will activate repair mechanisms that restore the structure's integrity. These buildings will also adapt to environmental conditions, adjusting their properties to maintain optimal internal conditions. During hot weather, the materials might alter their transparency or porosity to regulate temperature, while in cold conditions, they could increase insulation properties. Clothing made from smart living materials will revolutionize personal comfort and protection. These garments will adjust their insulation properties based on temperature, tighten or loosen in response to movement, and even repair tears automatically. More advanced versions will incorporate biological sensors that monitor the wearer's health, adjusting their properties to provide medical support or alert the user to potential health issues. The fabrics will also be able to clean themselves through biochemical processes, eliminating the need for traditional washing. In manufacturing, smart living materials will create products that evolve with use and maintain themselves over time. Consumer goods will be designed with built-in repair mechanisms that extend their lifespan indefinitely. These products will also be able to adapt their properties based on usage patterns, optimizing their performance for individual users. When they eventually reach the end of their useful life, these materials will be fully biodegradable, breaking down into environmentally safe compounds. Infrastructure built with smart living materials will be more resilient and sustainable than traditional construction. Roads will repair potholes automatically. Bridges will strengthen themselves in response to stress patterns, and pipes will heal cracks before they can cause leaks. These materials will also be able to filter pollutants from the air and water, contributing to environmental cleanup while serving their primary functions. The development of smart living materials will also lead to new forms of energy generation and storage. Biological solar cells integrated into building materials will generate electricity, while living batteries will store energy using biological processes. These systems will be self-maintaining and will improve their efficiency over time through adaptive mechanisms programmed into their biological components. The technology will significantly reduce maintenance costs and environmental impact while creating more resilient and sustainable infrastructure. Number 10. DNA data storage. DNA data storage represents a revolutionary leap in information technology, promising to solve the world's growing data storage crisis through the power of biological engineering. By converting digital information into genetic code, scientists will create a storage medium that is incredibly dense, long-lasting, and naturally replicable. A single gram of DNA will be capable of storing millions of terabytes of data, far exceeding the capacity of current electronic storage systems. The process will involve translating binary code into the 4 nucleotide bases of DNA: adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine. Advanced algorithms will optimize this conversion, ensuring data integrity while maximizing storage density. The resulting DNA sequences will be synthesized in laboratories, creating physical strands that contain everything from historical archives to entertainment media. This biological data can be stored in climate-controlled environments, remaining stable for thousands of years without degradation. Retrieval of information from DNA storage will become nearly instantaneous through the development of advanced sequencing technologies. New reading devices will use quantum sensors and artificial intelligence to rapidly decode the stored information, converting it back into digital format for immediate use. The system will also incorporate error correction mechanisms that ensure perfect data integrity, even after centuries of storage. The technology will revolutionize data centers, transforming massive server farms into compact biological storage facilities. These new centers will consume far less energy and space than traditional electronic storage systems, dramatically reducing the environmental impact of data storage. The ability to easily replicate DNA will also provide unprecedented backup capabilities, ensuring that important information can never be truly lost. Perhaps most intriguingly, DNA storage will enable the creation of living libraries, where information is stored within harmless bacteria or other organisms. These biological data carriers will naturally replicate, creating self-maintaining archives that could theoretically survive indefinitely. Scientists will develop specialized organisms designed specifically for data storage, with built-in safeguards to prevent uncontrolled reproduction or environmental release. The implications for society will be profound, as the ability to store vast amounts of data in microscopic spaces changes how we preserve and transmit information. Historical records, scientific data, and cultural artifacts can be preserved for future generations with unprecedented security and longevity. The technology will also enable new forms of data transmission, as information-carrying DNA could be safely embedded in various materials or even transmitted through biological systems. However, the development of DNA data storage will also raise important security considerations. New encryption methods will need to be developed to protect biologically stored information, and protocols established to prevent unauthorized access or modification of DNA-based data. The technology will also require careful regulation to ensure its safe implementation and prevent potential misuse in biological systems. Thanks for watching. Make sure to watch this next video about the future of technology.